If you're looking for an affordable Wi-Fi 6 mesh router, then look no further because this is exactly what you want. Hello everybody, welcome back to Bazzar Repairs and Reviews. On today's video we have the WAVLINK AX6000 Wi-Fi 6 dual band gaming router with 2.5 gigabits per second WAN and 1000 megabytes per second LAN. Supports everything mesh, router, AP, repeater mode for home Wi-Fi. It's got OpenVPN, WireGuard, parental controls, and 8 omnidirectional antennas. This thing packs a punch. Great product, looks really good, nice and light, has everything you need in a home router. You can also use this for small home businesses as well. So I already took it out of the box and we're just taking a look at it here. You see the Wi-Fi 6, your pair button, and you have a nice turbo button. You have your status, Wi-Fi, WAN, LAN 1, 2, and 3, 4 ports. On the back here we have our USB 3.0. That's what you can use to attach storage to, like a hard drive. You have your reset button, and then like I said in the beginning, you have your LAN 4, 3, 2, and 1, and those are 1000 megabits per second. And then you have your WAN, which is 2.5 gigabits per second, which is great. Then you have a power button as well. And as I mentioned earlier, you have your 8 omnidirectional antennas using Beamforce technology. These things can beam in any direction that you need, which is very nice. Inside the box, we have a nice Ethernet cable as well, which is very nice, and our power adapter. Very, very cool. And we have our manual as well. Easy to read, easy to use, easy to set up, which we'll be doing in a little bit. And I just wanted to go over some of the features once again, just so you know them right off the top. So we have Wi-Fi 6 compatible, 8 antennas like I said earlier, USB storage that you can connect to the USB 3 port in the back. It supports multiple VPNs like OpenVPN or WireGuard. It's mesh network compatible, so you can connect multiple devices for a mesh network. And then you have the 2.5 gigabytes WAN port and the 1000 megabits per second LAN. Like I said, this thing packs a punch and it's got everything that you need. Okay, now what we're going to do is just power on the device, connect the WAN port in. I'm going to take you guys through this setup on my computer. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and access the splash screen for the router. So you'll just type in the default IP address once you're connected. So make sure you're connected first, and you can see we're connected to the WAVLINK mesh. And when you enter in, you'll just enter your password for the first time. So that can be found on the bottom end of the router. And then you're going to want to change your password right away. So I already did that, so you guys cannot see the password. Then you put in the IP address 192.168.20.1 once you're connected, and you will get to this screen here. Then you will go ahead and put in your password, and you will now be logged into the router. And you have this beautiful splash page that gives you all the information down here: your device info, Wi-Fi name and channel names, your networking info like IPv4 and IPv6. You also know if you're connected to the internet with your upload and download, and your router, and your two Wi-Fi networks, so you can have your 5G and your 2.4G. Then up top you have all the boatload of settings, like your wireless settings. You can change the name and the password, and you have your advanced settings there. Whole boatload of everything that you can possibly need for a small business or for a home network, which is great. You can do DHCP stuff, you can do custom MTU, MAC clones. You can even have a terminal if you would like to. You can do an online or an offline terminal. It's very nice. You can go through there and change that. Very cool. You can even block internet traffic. Then under more, you have all types of other settings. We're not going to go through everything here, but you have your network, your internet, your LAN, your static IP, IPv6, your wireless settings like before, same thing. You can even set up a guest Wi-Fi. You have your mesh network, so you can hook up 2 devices to a mesh network, so you can create a mesh network. So if you have more than one device, you can add that. You even got a topology map that comes along with it. Really nice map there. Great stuff here. I gotta say, I've done some other routers before, and the GUI or GUI is really good on this. And let's see, you have your Net Guardian for protection, your parental controls, that's very nice, your NAT forwarding, security, you got your firewall. This is very nice. You can block DDoS attacks, port scan blocking, and my favorite, which is the VPN. And they have my favorite, which is OpenVPN client and server, so that's good. You also have WireGuard, which is very nice as well. So you'll be able to hook these up and connect into a VPN, no problem. You also have your USB 3.0 storage server. So if you want to connect a hard drive to the back of your router, you can actually use that to remotely connect and grab your files, which is very nice. You got your remote access as well, your net tools, so for your diagnostics and system. So you got stuff like firmware upgrade. This one I believe has already been upgraded, but you can just come right over here and do a check for firmware. Click on that, check for new versions, and see if there's anything new. If there is new firmware versions, then you can go right ahead right there and update it right from this splash page. But this one's already done. And you have stuff like time zone and LED control and stuff like that. So lots and lots of settings to go through. Everything you'll need in a router should be here. You got your firewall, your network. You can do any customization that you like. Very nice. Very good stuff here. Now what we're just going to do is just go to speedtest.net and check the speed test of this. Then we're going to compare it to the router that I have currently, which is one about 2 years old, and we're going to see if there's a difference in speed here. So here we go. I'm near the Los Angeles area, and our speeds are okay here, pretty decent, nothing too crazy. We're going to go ahead and allow this location for now. Actually, don't have the settings for that. So you can see I'm already pumping 92 megabits per second. Not bad, not bad. For the shop that I'm in, that's actually pretty decent. And then what I will do as soon as this is done, we'll go ahead and switch networks, and I'll show you what mine can do and give you my final thoughts. All right, as this finishes up, okay, so we got about 10, 93 down, 10 up. I'll take that, no problem. All right, so now let's go up here. We're going to switch networks there. This is the network at my shop, and then let's go ahead and rerun the test and see what we get now. Okay, you can see it's about half that. Now this router is maybe about 20 feet further, but it has a clear line of sight that should still be getting pretty good numbers. And it's not bad, it's climbing. But you can see right off the bat, it was only about 40. So you got 72 compared to the other one, which was in the 90s, almost to 100. And then the upload speed's about the same. So these beamforming antennas do really well. They can definitely direct traffic where you need it, especially if you're in a nice open room. And you got the 2.4 gigs, which can go through walls, and then you got the 5 gigs. So it's very nice to have both. All righty, and that was the WAVLINK Wi-Fi 6 mesh device. Very, very nice, lightweight, 8 beam forming antennas, can beam its way anywhere. It's affordable, it works. Boatloads of software, it's fast. This is everything you want in a router that is affordable. I don't know what other settings you would want in this. This is a highly, highly recommended device. Quick and easy, very nice, lightweight, it works. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, guys. If you guys want it, you know where to find it. That was the WAVLINK Wi-Fi 6 mesh router. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.